From affection springs grief. From affection springs fear. For him who is wholly free from affection, there is no grief. Whence fear? From attachment springs grief. From attachment springs fear. For him who is wholly free from attachment, there is no grief. Whence fear? From craving springs grief. From craving springs fear. For him who is wholly free from craving, there is no grief. Whence fear? Ananda pauses to allow the beautiful, timeless words of the Buddha to reverberate in the hearts of his listeners. The Arahants, free from all fetters of endearment and attachment, are therefore free from grief and fear, and know fully the deep truth, the deep truth of these sayings. Time passes quickly with further recitations from the Buddha's vast collection of teaching elements. Before any of the council members realize it, the sun has gone down, and Mahakassapa adjourns the assembly. The subcommittee convenes shortly afterwards in Mahakassapa's cave chamber. I don't know about you, venerable sirs, but if I weren't already completely past all attachments, I might be tempted by the comforts of silken mats and pillows. To be honest, I got rather used to the sound of our courtyard fountain in Gala and Sujata's villa, says Anuruddha, smiling. I understand what you mean. I am happy that none of us are still attached to any of those pleasantries. Having no preferences or aversions is a great freedom, says Buddha. Mahakassapa speaks. I believe the Buddha's half-brother, Nanda, is about to make a reappearance in our recollections. Am I right? That is correct, venerable sir, answers Ananda. I may be mistaken about the time, but I believe that it is shortly after the Buddha accepted the monastery from Anathapindika that Nanda began complaining to his fellow bhikkhus of being extremely unhappy. He was depressed, and his mood was causing his health to fail. He said, "Friends, I am not happy living the life of a bhikkhu. I am practicing the precepts reluctantly, without true dedication. I don't think I can continue living this. I don't think I can continue living this way. So I intend to give up and return to a layman's life." The Buddha, I just bit my tongue. The Buddha soon heard this news and sent for Nanda, asking him, "Have you told your bhikkhu friends that you are unhappy and that you intend to give up your robes and become a layman again?" Nanda hung his head and said, "It is true, my lord." "Why, Nanda? Do you feel you can't continue to keep your precepts and observe the training rules?" asked the Buddha. "I can't get over thinking about my beautiful wife, Princess Janabata Kalyani. As you know, I left her on our wedding day when she was calling to me from her balcony. Thoughts of her tears torment me, and I can't concentrate," admitted Nanda honestly. "I shall give up and return to live with her as husband and wife." "Come with me," said the Buddha, and using his supernormal powers, he immediately lifted up Nanda by the shoulders and transported the two of them to the THOAI of heaven. On the way, they stopped in the Himalayas. They walked over to a spot by the side of the path, and the Buddha pointed to the charred remains of a female monkey sitting on the burned out stump of a tree. Her ears, nose, tail, and other parts of her body were burnt and ragged. Were burnt and ragged. The Buddha said, "Nanda, who looks prettier and lovelier? Your bride, Janabata Kalyani, or this burned female monkey?" Nanda looked at the Buddha with surprise and said, "Well, my bride, of course." They continued on their way to THOAI of heaven, where Sakka, the king of gods, greeted them with great respects. Sakka led them into a chamber where 500 celestial nymphs attended on them. These nymphs were ravishing, and the Buddha knew that Nanda would instantly be enamored. He said, "Nanda, who looks prettier? who looks prettier and lovelier, your bride, Janabada Kalyani, or these 500 celestial nymphs? Nanda couldn't take his eyes off the nymphs, and he answered with a big smile. Why, these nymphs are far more beautiful, says Ananda. Why do you think the Buddha showed Nanda the celestial nymphs when lust and passion was his problem to begin with? Asked Upali. Bakula, the foremost in good health, speaks. The Buddha was acting as a doctor in this instance. In order to cure a disease, the physician sometimes gives the patient a big dose of what originally caused it. This brings the disease to its peak, and then the physician can effect a cure by purging it from the system. Ananda continues, that is correct, Venerable Sir. The Lord was an excellent physician and psychologist. The Buddha told Nanda, you can have these 500 celestial nymphs if you obey your training rules and take delight in practicing your precepts. Nanda said, most exalted elder brother, if you give me your assurance that I can actually possess these nymphs, then I shall undertake to observe the training rules and practice meditation with great vigor. The Buddha took Nanda back to the monastery, and Nanda went off to his dwelling place. It didn't take long before the news of Nanda's renewed sense of purpose spread, and monks in the community began to doubt and scorn him, saying, Nanda is a great servant of the senses. He is a buyer of lustful pleasures. When, 235. Okay, any volunteers? Okay.
Next paragraph.
That tree made my father happier than yeah. Okay. Anyone else? No other volunteers?
Okay, let me try again.
Okay.
For the next 2 days, the subcommittee continuously collecting the almost numberless occasion when another Bhindi play a role in the Buddha's life. On the final evening, Mahakassapa says to Kara, your father might be called too generous because he gave so much away that eventually spent his entire wealth. That may very well be true, but his attitude remained positive in the face of all adversity, and he never neglected to serve of the Buddha and his Sangha whenever he had an opportunity, replies Kala. Of course, being the industrious man he was, his fortune was soon rebelled. He continues his lifelong practice for daily dana for large numbers of monks, and he always looked for ways to provide for the welfare of the Buddha, said Bagula. Okay, Ajahn, I'll stop here.
Okay.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I just yeah, so Bante first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ananda speak, the Buddha was a present the follower and that's got to dear friends. Ananda Bandiga, which I think should be recorded here in our college. There are four kinds of happiness which may be achieved by lepers who enjoy sexual relation depending on time and occasion. The happiness of possession, the happiness of enjoyment, the happiness of development, the happiness of blamelessness. The happiness of possession is when my acquire within through his energetic or striving or amass by the strength of his or and by the sweet or his brother or the righteousness way, which was righteously gained, and this way he experienced happiness and joy. The happiness or enjoyment which you have religiously gained is when family or family master enjoy is one performs meritorious. The happiness or dolorousness is when family one is not indifferent to anyone to any degree, whether small and great. The happiness of blamelessness is when a person who endure with the blamelessness comes and empty word and thought. This is how to order the four kinds of happiness that lepers may achieve. Mahakasapa arises from his saying on behalf of our sect committee member, I thank you Kala Suzanda for your correction hospitality this audible this past Tuesday and night. We have enjoyed your village grateful for your unbelievable contribution to those recollection and the law lives. It can be said that through you have truly taken to have the Buddha teaching about happiness and work. I know that you will continue to be blessed by your unfailing practice and generosity and by the which way and which you use the great guest. Kala your father will be an example the correct use and way of for all time. He knew quite well the adventure the talents that he had been given, and he never failed to do whatever he could do alleviate the suffering to this who were less fortunate. Okay, I start here.
So I tried. He also knew the tremendous responsibility that great wealth carries with it, and he dedicated his life to sharing it and spending it where it counted most on meritorious deeds and on those who spend their least. seeking spiritual perfection for the ultimate benefit of all. Venerables, we thank you for blessing us with your presence these past 2 days, says Kala. We shall never forget the time we were permitted to spend with you. Kala and Suyata prostrate themselves before the extinct Arahants and returned to their mansion in the city. Silently, the Arahants retired to their private space in the villa to contemplate on their heavenly curse and to meditate on loving kindness, generating a strong force field of happy and positive energy for all. Each of them knows that they have acquired the greatest wealth there is, the irrevocable eternal peace of Nibbana. So I stop here.
Okay.
We're gonna try a little bit again.
Okay.
Mahakasapa sound down in summary comes to order. He says, I hope all of you had an enjoyable, restful retreat these past 2 days, and that you are now refreshed and ready to resume our important work. Venerable Ananda, please begin your recitation. Ananda began. Today I will start with a recitation of verses from the Dhammapada on the subject of affection. Whoso gives himself to things without to be son and access, not where he ought to access. He or seeker after pleasures, giving up his own welfare and envies those who are intent upon their own welfare, seek no intimacy with the beloved, and never also with the unloved. For not to see the beloved and to see the unloved both are painful. Okay, I'll stop here then.
Okay.
Don't want to die, therefore, for nothing is dear, for separation from the dear is painful. There are no bows for them who have nothing below the unloved. From enjoyment springs grief. From enjoyment springs fear. For him who is wholly free from enjoyment, there is no grief. Which fear? From affection springs grief. From affection springs fear. For him who is wholly free from affection, there is no grief. Which is fear? From attachment springs grief. From attachment springs fear. For him who is wholly free from attachment, there is no grief. Which fear? From craving springs grief. From craving springs fear. For him who is wholly free from crave, there is no grief. Which fear? Ananda pauses to allow the beautiful, timeless words of the Buddha to reverberate in the hearts of his listeners. The Arahants, free from all fetters of enjoyment and attachment, and therefore free from grief and fear, and know fully the deep truth of these sayings. I'm stop here. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let's go back to page 235, shall we? That tree made my father happier than all the gold he ever had, says Dharma with tears in his eyes. You guys understand?
Yes.
To this day, it is known as the Ananda Bodhi. Ananda smiles when he hears the name of his tree, but not wanting the attention of the discussion to shift to him, he promptly says, when your father knew he was dying, he asked Venerable Sariputta to visit him because he didn't want to trouble the Buddha. Any questions?
Ajahn, how about the shift to him? Shift.
Shift is like to move to him.
To him.
Yeah. Shift is just like to slightly move. You move to the left or you move to the right. That's shift.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it, Ajahn.
So that means, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So how about the promptly? He promptly says.
Promptly. Like quickly and immediately.
No. Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I went with Venerable Sariputta who expounded the Dhamma to your dear father. His physical pains left him as he concentrated his mind on the virtuous life he had led. Any questions?
Explode đi xem với lại pressure chẳng? Teach pressure.
No, when you expound something, you explain it in detail. Yeah. Later on, he actually got up and offered us dana for the last time. He died that same night. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Everyone in the room reflects for a moment on the great Anathapindika. Kala and Sujata, full of emotion, wipe away tears.
Ajahn, reflect for a moment. Stop for a moment, right, Ajahn?
Reflect for a moment. It's to think for a moment. So when you reflect, you think about something. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Ajahn, what about wipe away tear?
Wipe away tears. So that means
Yes.
that they were crying. So they used their hands to clean their face because they were crying. Yeah. Wipe away tears. Use your hands to remove tears from your face and your eyes. For the next
he died at the same night. Who died?
their father, Carlos' father.
Another.
Another Pinnacle. Yeah, they were telling a story about another Pinnacle. So he was the one who died that night.
Yes.
For the next 2 days, the subcommittee continues recollecting the almost numberless occasions when another Pinnacle played a role in the Buddha's life.
Ajahn, after this, do this comma?
Sorry?
After 2 days, missing comma?
Correct. Oh, very good.
What about police role? What is mean? Police role.
Played a role. You were involved. So it's like how can I say? It's like you're part of a group or organization, and you help them do something. So you played a role in their success. You understand? So if you're part of a group and you guys help each other do something and you guys succeed, that means each person played a role. They were involved. Do you understand? They were a part of it.
Yes, and
Yeah. On the final evening, Mahakassapa says to Gala, "Your father might be called too generous because he gave so much away that he eventually spent his entire wealth." That may very well be true, but his attitude remained.
I ask one question. He gave so much away.
He gave so much away.
Yeah, what does mean?
He donated. He donated so because another Bindika, he donated quite a bit to the Buddha and the Sangha.
Yes.
So he gave so much away, so much money, so much food, so much of everything. Yeah.
Remember the gold, the garden gold.
Yeah. That may be That may very well be true, but his attitude remained positive in the face of all adversity, and he never neglected to serve the Buddha and the Sangha whenever he had an opportunity. Replies Gala.
So adversity.
Adversity is like challenges and difficulties, things that makes your life difficult. Adversity.
And he never neglected. Neglected.
To neglect something is to ignore something.
Ignore.
Yeah, like you don't care, you don't pay attention. Of course, being the industrious man he was, his fortune was soon rebuilt. Do you guys understand?
And the story on man.
Industrious man, a very hardworking man. So you are industrious. That means you work very, very hard. It's like
diligent.
I guess you can say diligent. Yeah, like very hardworking. They work very like, for example, the staff at IBSC. They're very industrious. They work very, very hard. You know. Okay. But you guys understand the sentence, right? So
yes,
he gave so much money away. He gave so many things away. But because he was very hardworking, he regained, or he made all of his money back. So he gave so much away, but at the same time, because he worked so hard, he was never truly poor. He always had money because he worked very hard. He continued his lifelong practice of daily dana for large numbers of monks. And he always looked for ways to provide for the welfare of the Buddha, says Bakula. Ananda speaks.
yes,
The Buddha once preached the following discourse to our dear friend Ananda Bindika, which I think should be recorded here in our recollection. There are 4 kinds of happiness which may be achieved by a layperson who enjoys sensual pleasure, depending on time and occasion. Do you guys understand?
Depending on time occasion.
Depending on the time and occasion. So, occasion is like today is your birthday, today is your graduation, today is something, right? That's time and occasion. So you have 4 kinds of happiness, and those 4 kinds of happiness arises during certain times and occasions. So the happiness of possession. So when you have something, the happiness of enjoyment, when you experience something, that's occasion. The happiness of debtlessness, and the happiness of blamelessness, time, and occasion.
Well, Ajahn, how about the debtlessness?
Debtlessness. Okay, so you have to understand the root word. The root word is debt. So when you are in debt, that means you owe someone money. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if I borrow money from you, that means I owe you money. So I am in debt to you.
In debt.
Yeah. Debtless means no debt.
Yes.
And the happiness of blamelessness. The happiness of possession is when a man acquires wealth. The happiness of possession is when a man acquires wealth through his energetic striving, amasses it by the strength of his arms, and earns it by the sweat of his brow. This is righteous wealth, which was righteously gained. In this way, he experiences happiness and joy. Any questions?
Energetic striving.
Energetic striving. So when you strive something, you work very hard. Energetic is like you really want to do something. You really want to work hard. You really want to accomplish something. So you use your energy.
Yeah.
And what about amazing?
Amasses it. So when you amass something, that means you collect a large amount of something. So you collect and you gain a large amount. When you amass wealth, that means you acquire or you get money, a lot of money. Yeah. So you get lots of money, lots of jewelry, and just become very wealthy when you acquire something in large numbers. The happiness of the enjoyment of wealth, which has been righteously gained, is when a family man enjoys his wealth and performs meritorious deeds. You guys understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which paragraph? Are you explaining? Yeah. Sorry.
236. The happiness of the enjoyment of wealth. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we're on the next one. The happiness of debtlessness is when a family man is not in debt to anyone, to any degree,
Okay.
whether small or great.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I go somewhere. Mr. Robert, have from me. I have his room, his computer room clear. That's why I go to his community. Okay.
Okay. These, householder, are the 4 kinds of happiness that a layperson may achieve. I think this might be found in the Anguttara Nikaya because it's like in 4s. Maybe the book of 4s. Mahakassapa rises from his seat saying, "On behalf of our subcommittee members, I thank you, Kala and Sujata, for your gracious hospitality these past 2 days and nights." You guys understand, right? No questions?
Hospitality.
Hospitality.
Yes.
Hospitality is like, it's like when you visit someone's, okay, for example, if you visit America
Đây nè,
and
lá
I
sẽ thăm chiếc gì lăng con.
sorry?
Lá sẽ thăm chiếc gì lăng con. Lá sẽ thăm you went to China.
Yeah. So like, for example, you guys come to America and I receive you guys. I make you guys feel very comfortable. You know, invite you into my home and make dinner and, you know, just welcome you to my country. Do you understand?
Yes. Like a service.
Yeah. It's like you have visitors, you know, who are visiting you from a different country. You know, so when they arrive in your country and they visit you, they might stay with you for like a few days or 1 week or something. So during the time that they are with you, you give them food, you welcome them into your home, you make them feel comfortable, you take them around, and you know you make them feel happy while they're with you. So that's hospitality.
Yes.
We have enjoyed your villa and are grateful for your invaluable contribution to these recollections of the Lord's life. Any questions? No questions?
And how is it different? Village.
Villa and village?
Yeah, village.
Well, a village is like a small town.
Yeah.
So you have it's basically a settlement. You have you have many families and many households. But a villa is just like it's like a mansion. It's like a very big house. It has like a swimming pool and yes, it's very, very, very expensive. Whoa.
Ajahn, how about this feeling of villa and mansion?
That's a good question. What's the difference? Let me double check. Because they're very, very close.
Villa is including compound presence. Mansion is only building structure. Again, you explain 5 days 1 week ago. I remember.
Oh, really?
Wow, good memory.
Thank you, Ante.
Yeah. So let's listen to the explanation from Jem. I think I cannot explain fully to understand you.
Let me double check here.
Some pillow is very small.
What do you say?
So mansions are like, well, they're both like luxurious, but mansions are much bigger. But villas are more private. Like it's basically like a mansion that's away from the city. You're in the forest or on top of a mountain or something. But mansions can be in the city, but villas are usually away from people, away from civilization, away from society.
Yes, thank you, Ajahn.
Okay. Mm. To be honest with you, I've never read anything like that. But I'm not saying that it's not in the Vinaya. It's just I'm unfamiliar with this rule. But yeah, I'm not sure because I've never heard that explanation. But
That's true. That's true explanation. But in the Buddha era,
oh, okay. It can be said that it's sorry.
Contribution.
Your contribution is what you do for a company, an organization, or your country, or your village, or your yeah, is what you do and what you provide, what you give. So like if you give Dhamma talks, now giving Dhamma talks will be your contribution to the Buddha Sasana. Do you understand?
Yes, I know.
It can be said that the two of you have truly taken to heart the Buddha's teaching about happiness and wealth.
No question.
yeah. What does it mean? Taken to the heart.
Taken to heart, like do you take it seriously and yeah, just take it seriously. When you take something to heart, you take it seriously and you accept it. And you truly accept it and you take it serious.
Okay, Ajahn.
I know that you will continue to be blessed by your unfailing practice of generosity and by the wise ways in which you use your great gifts.
So, Ajahn, unfailing. I don't remember. Unfailing.
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 Like it's always the same, like very consistent. Yeah.
Very consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent.
It produces the same results every time.
No.
Earlier, we find the word undivided, Ajahn.
Undivided?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
undivided.
the order used unfinished.
Oh no, it's different. Okay. So undivided attention, that means you pay attention to your teacher or your parents or something when they are speaking. And you don't look at anything else. Like you give 100% of your attention to your parents or your teachers. Not Not listen with your ears, but then you play with your phone and you talk to your friends. Do you understand? That's not undivided attention.
Yes.
Gala, your father will be an example of the correct use of wealth for a long time. He knew quite well the advantages and the talents he had been given, and he never failed to do whatever he could to alleviate the suffering of those who were less fortunate. Do you guys understand?
Alleviate.
Alleviate.
Alleviate. So when something alleviates something else, it makes you feel better. So like when you have a headache, you take medicine. That medicine will alleviate your headache to make you feel better. Less pain, less suffering.
Then the same with relief.
Well, when you alleviate pain, it is a relief. So alleviate is like the action of making something less painful, less suffering, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mm. He also knew the tremendous responsibility that great wealth carries with it, and he dedicated his life to sharing it and spending it where it mattered, where it counted most, on meritorious deeds and on those who spend their lives seeking spiritual perfection for the ultimate benefit of all.
Mm.
Do you guys understand the entire sentence?
Yes, understand.
Tremendous. How about tremendous?
Tremendous, like very big, very great.
Right, big.
Yeah. Very big responsibility. It's like when you have power, power comes with great responsibility. When you have money, money comes with great responsibility. Yeah.
Ajahn, how can I use or benefit or welfare?
Well, welfare is just like the overall, like well-being, like mental and physical happiness and health. Yeah. It's like welfare is like mental and physical happiness and health. Benefit is just like something that's good for you. Like you study English class, that is a benefit. You learn English. Sorry. You study English and it benefits you because you have to use English when you go to an airport, when you visit a different country, right? So it's beneficial. When you teach people the DHAMMA, it is beneficial. It benefits them by alleviating their suffering. Venerables, we thank you for blessing us with your presence these past 2 days, says Gala. We shall never forget the time we were permitted to spend with you.
Permitted.
If you are permitted to do something, that means someone gave you permission.
Permission.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Gala and Sujata prostrate themselves before the esteemed Arahants and return to their mansion in the city.
Prostrate.
It's like when you chant and you you bow to the Buddha. You use your body, so that's prostrate.
I didn't know that before I came. Bowing.
Silently, the Arahants retire to their private spaces in the villa to contemplate all they have discussed and to meditate on loving kindness, generating a strong force field of happy and positive energy for all.
What does it mean, the force field?
Force field.
Yes.
It's like you imagine some kind of energy, like imagine loving kindness and compassion. When you send your loving kindness and compassion to the world, anything that's in reach of your loving kindness and compassion, that is, they have come in, they have come into contact with your loving kindness and compassion, or your force field. So imagine you send loving kindness and compassion, maybe 100 kilometers in every direction. So 100 kilometers in every direction is within your force field of loving kindness and compassion, like some kind of imaginary energy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Domain, like this.
Well, not necessarily a domain, but how can I say? It's like Wi-Fi, for example. So yes. The Wi-Fi box is sending Wi-Fi in every direction. Its force field is where the signal is strong. So when you leave the force field of your Wi-Fi box, you no longer have Wi-Fi. But if you are within that range, then you have Wi-Fi.
It's great example.
Yeah.
I understand fully.
Perfect. Each of them knows that they have acquired the greatest wealth there is, the irrevocable eternal peace of Nibbana. Irrevocable. I think we should have writing class so you guys can practice using some of these words. So irrevocable. Irrevocable is when an action cannot be undone. So it's like, imagine you drop glass cup. When you drop a glass cup, what happens? The cup will shatter, right? Now that action is irrevocable. You cannot undo it. You cannot go back to when that glass cup did not break. Do you understand? Or put it this way. Your words are irrevocable. Once you say it, you cannot go back to a time when you did not say it. If you say something bad to someone, you make them angry, you make them sad or whatever. That action is irrevocable. You cannot change it and go back. Do you understand?
Yes.
I cannot save the past.
Yeah, like,
I cannot get back the time. They all already passed like this.
Yeah. It's an action that cannot be undone. You cannot undo it. When if you say something then it is irrevocable. You cannot go back to a time when you did not say it. So, yeah, it's like if you say something bad to someone, it's irrevocable. Even if you don't remember it, 5 years later, it's still irrevocable. They might still remember it. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yes.
once you buy it, it's irrevocable. Okay. Mahakassapa sounds a gong, and the assembly comes to order. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
He says, I hope all of you had an enjoyable, restful retreat these past 2 days, and that you are now refreshed and ready to resume our important work. Any questions? Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
comes to order.
Sorry?
Comes to order.
Comes to order. It's come to the meeting.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah. Venerable Ananda, please begin your recitation. I think you guys understand that, right? Ananda begins.
Yes.
Today I will
Yes,
start
sure.
with the recitation of verses from the DHAMMA on the subject of affection. No question?
Yeah.
Not again. Can someone affection translate to Pali for me?
Sorry?
I don't know. Ask again. Can anyone the month? Yeah, help me translate affection to Pali. Who can translate affection to Pali?
Which question?
I want to know
Like
affection by Pali.
But it's not sure. But Tanyosana, right?
Sayodana, not Sayodana.
Not Tanyosana.
Then not important. Let's go.
What about on this subject or attachment?
Sorry?
On the subject or on the subject or attachment? What this mean?
On the subject of affection. So they're going to talk about affection. Yeah. What is affection? Affection is like when you really it's almost like love. Yeah. Affection is almost like love. Like you like them, you love them, you care for them. It's like when you hold a baby and you hold it with affection. Do you understand? It's like the
Yes,
feeling,
yes.
the feeling that you get when you hold a baby or like a very young child, like a 2-year-old child or a 3-year-old child. So when you hug them with affection.
So it's quite different level kindness.
Yeah,
different.
Yes.
From your explanation, I remember Pali. Piyawe got again.
Piyawe.
Yeah, from Dhamma. Yes. Piyawe. Yeah, Piyawe. Thank you very much.
Okay. Whoso gives himself to things which ought to be shunned, and exerts not where he ought to exert, he, a seeker after pleasures, giving up his own welfare, envies those who are intent upon their own welfare. You guys understand?
Ajahn, whoso.
Yes.
Whoso is like it's the same thing as whoever. It's just anyone.
Whoever.
Yeah, anyone. So anyone who gives himself. You understand?
Yeah, got it.
Exert. Ajahn, ought to exert.
Ought to? Ought to is like it's stronger than should.
Afterward. Exert.
Sorry?
I don't know how to pronunciation. Exert, right? How to exert.
Exerts.
Right?
Exert.
Exert.
Do you remember the meaning of exert? So when you exert yourself, that means you use your energy. You apply your energy. Do you understand?
A little bit.
So if you want to say exercise so you can gain muscles, you have to exert yourself. Use your energy. Use your strength.
Like a training.
Yeah, I guess you can say vidya, but well, no, actually, it's quite different. Effort and exert is different. Effort is like you keep trying, but to exert is to use your energy. I don't know. Maybe vidya might have a much deeper meaning that I don't understand. Because I've never studied Bali, so I don't really know the exact meaning or how people would understand vidya. But if you compare it to effort, it's quite different. I mean, you need effort in order to exert. Yeah. Because exert just simply means that you use your energy. Now, in order to use your energy, you have to apply some degree of effort. So yeah, so you need effort in order to have exert.
Yes, Ajahn.
Here is mean ought to be shined and exert.
So ought to is much stronger than should. It's almost the same thing as should, but it's much stronger.
Ajahn, here I don't understand shined and insert together.
So shun, when you shun something, you stay away from something.
Avoid, right?
Yeah, avoid. Exert is to like use your energy on something.
A little bit confused with the sentence.
It's like Buddhist monks and nuns should shun relationships, like husband and wife and boyfriend and girlfriend kind of.
Yeah.
So we should shun those things, not exert our energy on those things.
Yes, understand. We don't spend the energy, the time to use that thing, either right? Have to avoid and spend the time in nothing thing. Okay.
Should we stop here so you guys can prepare for lunch?
Yes, Ajahn. Okay.
I know it's brief because you guys understand, different location and Otherwise, we can go for the full 2 hours or 3 hours. I would love to have 3 hours, especially on site. On site is the best. Can't have that. So that's something we have every day. So let's end this class here and meet again tomorrow, so we can continue to suffer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Have a nice
See you
day.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Have a good
Enjoy your
day.
lunch. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.